Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Weight Loss Conquest, my personal journey on how to lose some weight. Today is the 29th of December. We're almost at the end of the year, about to go into 2025. It's been a real stressful year for your boy. First off, my name is Jay. This is my very first personal video. I shot some shorts and stuff like that. Shorts about exercises, good, healthy eating. And I even shot a couple of shorts of me in the gym yesterday. But today is the first day I'm actually speaking on camera. So give me some leniency here. Give me some love. I might mess up a time or two. Stutter a little bit. But this goes to show you, it's all real. It's a live person. I'm not a bot. I'm doing this for YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. So, once again, I appreciate you watching this video. Let me get this out early. Like and subscribe. I appreciate that. On TikTok and Instagram, please follow. But yeah, once again, 2024 has been rough for me. And it started early. So it's a little story time. January 4th, I found out I had lymphoma. For people that don't know, that's cancer in the blood. So, the doctor told me that it's incurable. So you can imagine what was going through my head at the time. But let me rewind back just a little bit. I had chest pains January 2nd. So I went to the hospital thinking I'm having a heart attack. And after all the tests, they was like, nah, you know what? We don't see anything. All your tests are coming back negative. We're going to let you go. But before we let you go, do you have any pain anywhere else? And let me tell you now, at the time, I was a 48-year-old man that has a 9-to-5 job with hard labor. So anybody that's watching this of that age, you wake up with pain, every now and then. You can roll out of bed and your leg hurt for no reason. So I had pains off and on intermittently on my right side, my lower back area. So I let the doctor know. He said, you know what, let's do a CT scan. So with that CT scan, they came back and they said, you need to be worried. And I'm like, wow, what's going on? And they told me that they found a mass the size of my fist, or size of a fist, behind my pancreas. So it's a good chance it's cancer. Okay, so I had to stay in the hospital a few more days before I got my biopsy. And with that biopsy, the first test they sent to, their labs in, I believe it was UCLA. I'm in California right now, just to let you know. And it came back lymphoma. It was a rare form of lymphoma. They didn't know if it was Hodgkin's or non-Hodgkin's, but they said it's a possibility, it's incurable. So, I always, I recommend people get a second opinion. So I got a second opinion, went to a different hospital, and they sent my labs to Stanford this time instead of UCLA. And guess what? They got the same results. So now, I go to an oncologist and they're telling me that this is what we need to do. We're going to fight it. We're gonna put you on steroids and chemo. They call it R-CHOP, and hopefully it works. So during this time, I'm thinking, you know, I'm overweight. You know, I'm 6'4". At that time, I was about 315 pounds with clothes on. That's the highest I've ever been in my life. And when I was at the hospital in January, you know, well, when I had the chest pains, before I knew I had cancer, one of the nurses, he was like, you know what, all your issues, I could tell you now, it's probably based off you being overweight. He was like, if you lose some weight, you'll see a little difference in your health. So then I found out I had cancer. So anyway, after about 4 months of chemo and radiation, thank God I'm in remission right now. So that gave me at least another lease on life. So I'm dedicating myself to lose some weight and try to live that better lifestyle. And I want to be here as long as I can. So that's number one. Now, of course, chemo has side effects. So I lost my hair. I had lost my beard. And, you know, I felt some type of way about that. But the hair grew back. Well, not on my head, but on my face. The beard grew back. But one of the side effects of the chemo, now I have kidney stones. So the type of stones I have, one is 15 millimeters, is pretty big. The other one's about 7. And I may need surgery for that. And I'm, you know, walking, which I'm doing now. This is part of my my regimen to help lose some weight, is walking. And sometimes the stone moves around and it causes me to urinate blood. So the kidney specialist that I deal with, he has me taking baking soda. Now I know that sounds crazy, but he said take two teaspoons of baking soda a day with water, juice, whatever, it doesn't matter. And let's see what happens if we could dissolve the stones. If we can't dissolve the stones, then you're definitely gonna need surgery, which in my case, of course, is gonna be complicated. Because one surgery is going through my urethra, which I really don't want to do. Anybody that knows anything about a urethra in a male, you know that private area you got to go through. I'm not trying to do that. But the other one is to go through my back. Now, if they go through my back, they have to go through the kidney, and they said there's a possibility that I'll have internal bleeding, which of course makes it extremely dangerous and I could die. So he got me taking this baking soda, which I've been taking for the last, let's say, 2 months. And I just had a CT scan, and they told me that it has gotten smaller. The big stones has gotten smaller, but I'm still not out the woods yet. So in 3 more months, which is March, I got to get another CT scan to see if it's dissolving more, and maybe I may not need the surgery. So fingers crossed on that. So I told you back in January I was about 315. So my birthday is June 28th. So June, on my birthday, I checked my weight. I was down to about 294. Okay. Now, if you've seen one of my shorts, I just had a short on the 28th, which was yesterday, of me standing on the scale. And I'm at 278. So there's been significant progress. Another one of my shorts, I posted what I eat. Not all the time, but for the most part, chicken and broccoli. I did that. Sometimes I eat chicken and rice. I need to eat some salmon. I know salmon's pretty good for you. I need to eat that. Turkey burgers, lettuce wraps. If anybody has any other, suggestions on healthy eating, on food, please, I'm open to it. I am a picky eater, so some things you may suggest I'm not going to rock with, but it is what it is. Oh yeah, I know, as you see, I'm recording me walking. I'm not recording my face. As of right now, it's a faceless page. But in time, I guess I'll feel more comfortable and I'll get on camera at some point. Don't know when. I'm not going to give anybody or, I'm not going to promise anything, So this is my journey. And I'm going to, work as hard as I can to get down to, I don't know. Everybody's body type is different. And I'm 6'4", I'm tall, excuse me. But my body type is thin. So that's a lot of weight. All my weight goes to my belly. So I don't have the broadest shoulders. My hips and legs are thin. So you can imagine, a 6'4" man walking around and he's all belly. Because that's what it was. Thank God my belly has shrunk down. And I also gained weight in my face. So you could tell by my face and my belly that I'm a big boy. So it just looks, look in the mirror, it looks crazy. But it is what it is. It could be worse. So I guess with my body type, my ideal weight would probably be about 245. I would think. I've been looking it up, doing some research. Google's our best friend. So I think with my body type, 245, 250, 240, around that area is my ideal weight. So I have a ways to go. Like I said, I'm at 278. The lowest I got was 268. I had a colonoscopy about a week and a half ago. So that was an experience that, let me tell you, it's not as bad as I thought it would be, but it was still bad. That liquid they give you, and you got to drink that for 24 hours, and you're just, everything coming out of you is liquid. It's just straight water. That wasn't a good look. And, but it cleaned me out. And I lost some pounds. So before the colonoscopy, I was about 273. And then I went down to 268. And of course, Christmas came and I ate like a fool and enjoying family. And I got back up to like 278. So basically I gained 10 pounds within about a week and change, which is not good, but it's life. It is what it is. I'm human. These things are going to happen. We can't beat ourselves up. We got to live our lives, but we got to understand we only have one life. We have one body. The possibility, there is no possibility of us living forever. Excuse me, that's not going to happen. So we got to take care of our bodies as best as we can. And then from there, it's in God's hands. I know people that ate well, don't eat meat, don't eat pork. They only eat vegetables and fruit. And then they got hit by a car and passed away. RIP to them. I'm not going to put their name, on social media out of respect for the family. But it's stuff like that. We just don't know. And then some people, they use that as, well, I'm going to live my life. I'm going to eat what I want to eat and put myself in harm's way and not thinking of your family, and God forbid you get sick and now you need to be taken care of, because you got diabetes, you lost a foot, you lost your vision, or you had a stroke, or you have a heart attack, or whatever comes with hypertension and, all these things that we have to worry about getting older. So it's a double-edged sword that we're living, but what can you do? So I talked for a little bit here. Here we are, almost 17 minutes in, and I think I'm doing a pretty good job. I think I'm doing a pretty good job with this conversation. I'm not gonna lie, this is therapeutic. So I'm gonna do this a couple of times a week. There's a lot to talk about. I've seen a lot and dealt with a lot in my 49 years. So there's gonna be a lot of story times, and hopefully you guys will come on the ride with me and root me on. I'm rooting you guys on. Everybody out there trying to lose some weight for whatever reasons, for health reasons, for personal reasons. Some people they just care about their vanity. They just care how they look. They want to look good. They want to get the girls. They want to get the men, or whatever they're trying to do. But whatever your reason is, I'm all for it. It's like I said, we only have one life. So, comment below. Let me know how you feel about this video, how you feel about my journey, positive and negative. It doesn't matter. I'm with it. It's all good. This is social media, so I know there's going to be trolls. There's going to be, people saying some negative stuff. I'm a big boy. I could take it. And if you say something I really don't like, guess what? I could block you. So it's all good. If anybody has some stories of themselves, please, post it in the comments. And, maybe we can all help each other out. It feels like it's a small world, but it's a big world. And there's a lot of us going through these situations. A lot of us trying to lose weight. A lot of us need therapy. I'm talking to millions of people. Well, not right now, because guess what? I only have 10 subscribers. But at some point, hopefully, I'll have thousands and millions of people, listening to this and watching these videos, and hopefully I can inspire somebody, or hopefully you guys can inspire me. So I'm gonna wind it down. Once again, I appreciate y'all dealing with this 20 minutes of blabber and me yapping my mouth in the darkness I'm out here in California, you know, so once again, please, you know, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll be doing this again, maybe tomorrow, maybe not, but it's definitely coming soon. And once I get my subscribers up, I'm gonna go live, you know, so once again, thanks a lot. Take care.